Once, Buddha came to address his disciples. Many people and disciples had gathered there to listen to him. Buddha had a beautiful piece of cloth like handkerchief in his hand. Everyone was surprised as it was very uncommon to see Buddha with anything in his hands. When Buddha was addressing everyone, he started tying knot in that piece of cloth. After tying 5 knots in that piece of cloth, he showed it to everyone and asked them, "Is this the same piece of cloth which I had bought earlier? Or is there any difference?" One of the disciples said, "Bhagwan, cloth is same, but its condition has changed." Buddha said, "You are right. Now, if I wish, is it possible for me to bring condition of this cloth back to its original form?" Another disciple replied, "Yes, it is possible, but you will have to untie all the knots from that piece of cloth." Buddha asked, "How would you untie that knots? Will the knots be untied by pulling the piece of cloth?" Another disciple replied, "Lord, if we observe carefully and figure out how exactly the knots have been tied, then it will be easier to untie the knots. But if we don't know that and try pulling the cloth from both sides, then we might make the knots even harder." Buddha said, "Exactly. Now you see, many times we argue and fight with our family members, relatives, friends, wife and children, etc. If we insist that only we are the right, then the knots become stronger." Then as Buddha untied the knots, he explained, "If we analyze the reason behind knots and try to remove root cause of knots without expecting anything from other person, then we can easily untie all the knots in relationships. If we can do that, our relationships will become beautiful and smooth, just like this piece of cloth. You just need to untie the knots. And when you will have smooth relationships with your friends and family members, your whole life will become happy." Moral of the story: in our life, many times we have quarrels with our family members and friends. And then as a result of quarrels, we tie knots in our relationships. We tie a knot of hatred. We tie a knot of grudge. We tie a knot of jealousy. We tie a knot of dislike for someone. And then these knots start causing uneasiness in our life. We want to improve our relations and we want to sort out our differences. But we start pulling things apart due to our ego, that only we are right and other person is wrong. We need to let go of everything. Forgive others. If they have done something wrong to you, don't expect someone's apology. And if you think it's your fault, then don't hesitate to apologize. We need to avoid tying these knots in our relationships. Try not to have expectations from others. Be happy with what you have and make others happy too. Maybe this lesson can help you improve your life. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the story, then please subscribe our channel, like and share the video. Jai Shri Krishna.